Making money with apartments comes down to two things: being able to control my income and being able to control my expenses. If I can buy an apartment that needs work, that I can add value to, that I can increase the income, lower the expenses, that's how you build wealth with apartment investing. All right, so what we're doing right now is we're gonna go to an 8 unit. So I bought this 8 unit in a package deal with another 12 unit. And we are getting ready to strategically refinance this, do a cash out refinance, roll that money into a 56 unit that I'm really excited to kind of like show you guys with and bring you aboard with. It's a challenging time right now. And in the time of filming this, there's been bank crises. There's been concern with smaller lenders about, the future, about a recession, whatever. But we've got a good property here. We're trying to buy an even better property. And this is the BRRRR strategy: buy, rehab, rent out, refinance, and repeat. Break that down. We bought this property for $1.8 million. Again, full transparency. Guys, if you enjoy the transparency and the numbers, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you comment and subscribe because we try to show you real life numbers from what we do. Bought this property for $1.8 million, put 20% down, so you do the math on that. It wasn't a rehab as in like traditionally when you talk about BRRRR, you're like rehabbing or like flipping a property. We didn't like flip the property, but we improved and we increased the income. We decreased the expenses, which increased the NOI. All apartments come down to net operating income, your income minus your expenses. We increased the NOI. Based on the numbers, I think it's worth 2.8 million today. Okay. Now it depends on the cap rate. Cap rate is capitalization rate. Cap rate just stands for your return on the investment if you own the property in all cash. On an annual basis. So if I own a $100,000 property and all in cash and it's a 6% cap rate, I get a 6% return on my money in cash yearly. That's what that means. But cap rates are used to evaluate properties. Who sets the cap rate? The market, the broker, but mainly the appraiser. So cap rates move and they're not fluid and they're not static, right? They're very dynamic. This is the part that trips a lot of people up. If you know the NOI and you know the cap rate, NOI divided by cap rate equals valuation. So we said we bought the property, the NOI was here. We now have improved it to here, divided by the cap rate that was originally used to appraise the property. We think it's worth 2.8 million. So what are we gonna do? We're going back to the bank. We're in the process of doing this right now. We're refinancing the property. We want to take our money out. We put, again, 20% down in the beginning. I can get maybe double that. What am I going to do with that money? Go buy this 56 unit. The challenge is it's a lot of moving parts. I'm timing a lot of things up. I'm under contract on that 56 unit. We have 75 to 90 days to close. Just depends, right? But really, usually it takes 90 days to close. So I'm under some pressure right now. But guess what? No pressure, no diamonds is the way I like it to be. We're all constantly trying to buy good real estate, improve it, rehab it, but we didn't like break it down to the studs. Sometimes with apartments, because apartments go off of income, single family houses go off comparable sales. So when people BRRRR houses, they're very much rehabbing. They're completely redoing kitchens and floors and baths. We didn't do any of that in this apartment. We just said the income was low, the expenses were high. So we're dropping those expenses, right, homegirl? We're getting that water bill down. I'm paying out the wazoo in water softener. What is water softener? What's it do? It's for well water. But it's on the package in this deal. It's those 20 units. I'm paying things I didn't even know I was paying for. So we're trying to work that down, get the income up by bringing it to market rent. Because again, tired landlord. This guy was a really cool guy who's a business person who owned these properties. He just wasn't good at the business. He over updated this property. True story. He over updated. He put granite in everything. We asked him, why'd you put granite? He goes, I like granite. You don't want to over improve a property, but he made him so nice. He just couldn't manage it. I mean, the tenants would text him and say, I'm late this month. Can I pay later? He'd say, okay. You can't run a business like that. Write this down. In business, what you resist will persist. So if you resist running it like a business, it will persist. If you let your clients or customers pay you late, they will pay you late. If you let people walk all over you in life, they will walk all over you. But if you smack them back, they learn real quick. Don't f with me. No, I'm just kidding. But no, what you resist in life will persist, right? We bought it. We've been able to increase the NOI. We're going to refinance it. Take the money out, right? Refinance. So we rent it up, right? You get the income up. You refinance it out. Repeat, you go find another property to buy while keeping this property. That's the game. That's how you can multiply and really expand your portfolio. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the property. We're going to check it out on the outside. You guys have been there before. I've filmed on the channel, but I haven't made it look sweet like Nick's going to make it look. So it's going to look a lot better. And we'll talk a little bit strategically more about what we've done. And yeah, big thing, if you're into this, like how do I refinance and repeat it, follow along on the channel, because then if we get this 56 unit, we close on it, you'll get to see the whole part. So I'm showing you how I'm getting the money to go buy the 56 unit. Full transparency. It's a multi-million-dollar deal. I'll show you the numbers once we close on it. I'm under an NDA, so I can't say a whole lot right now. I don't have that money just sitting in a bank account. I've got it in these properties. So I want to take the money out, keep the property, go buy the next deal. That being said, let's cue to some drone footage and go to the property. All right, guys, so we're here at the 8-plex, and I think it's really cool to talk about everything that's going really well with all of it. Let's talk about some of the things that have gone wrong with this property. So here's one of the best tips. Everyone's big on Airbnb, right? I don't own any Airbnb properties, but there's this actually thing out there where it's called Airbnb arbitrage, where people will come in, and so like my wife and I, we own this property. We inherited a tenant who had leased out 4 of the units, and then she Airbnbs those 4 units. Okay, why is that a problem? Well, come to find out, insurance does not like it because it's what's called subleases. True, as a management company, as an ownership company, you have no idea who's actually in the units. I mean, it's constant unit turnover. The old owner was like, oh no, it works really well. She's really good. She pays on time. It's all great. But from a liability standpoint, it's really, really high. From an insurance standpoint, dude, my insurance would have gone up like $15,000 if we allowed it to continue. So unfortunately, we're not able to renew her leases now that it's under our ownership, our management, our insurance, but other tenants don't like it. Who do you think Airbnbs a unit in a 8-unit apartment, kind of like a hotel, someone throwing a hotel party, right? So other tenants don't like it. It doesn't add to like a culture of a community because there's people coming in and coming out. So that was a big thing. So now that we're gonna have essentially 4 vacancies that we didn't really plan for, what we have to do right now, my wife's in there doing it. Maybe we'll go look at a unit too, but she is inspecting the units with the contractor, seeing what needs to be done to move out. The number one goal when you own apartments is you want to try to keep the heads in the beds. Shout out to Robert Martinez, he taught me that phrase, but essentially what that means is you want to reduce vacancy. Vacancy is the biggest expense, not just the loss of income when people move out, but the unit turn. You have, no matter what, no matter even if someone kept the unit in pristine condition, you have to turn the unit. You have to get it rent ready for the next person. So you end up spending a few $1,000s. Now, when we were using third-party management on this property, unit turns were very expensive, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 even. And we were waiting months to lease the units up. So all the while we're spending the money, we're not recapturing our costs because we're not making rental income. Those are what's called your biggest NOI killers. Remember, NOI is profit minus expenses. Well, if your profit's lower and your expenses are higher, you can't value the building as high as it should be. Now that my wife's doing it and that we're doing it all in-house, our unit turn costs are like $1,500 to $3,000, and they get these rented immediately. Like Andrew will probably have this rented within a week. So those are all the things, and that's a good pro and con too. Should you third-party manage a property or should you self-manage it? I will tell you this, when we were using third-party management, we were spending so much. We were spending so much money in maintenance, so much, we were losing so much in vacancy. Someone taught me this, Terrence Doyle, actually of Bigger Pockets, taught me this. We were having a conversation. He said, if you don't own thousands of units, it's almost impossible to have third-party management because they're not going to take care of it the way they should. And no offense to them, but they don't make the margins to take care of it the way they should, but you're not going to ever get to where you need to be with it. So we were able, fortunately, to get rid of the third-party management, bring it all in-house, and we've had it performing much more. But those have just been some of the negatives. I'd say the other negative with the building was just the expenses were very high. Landscaping was not being done. The old owner, so see, this is the thing, when you buy from a mom and pop owner, they're going to have artificially low expenses because he had his cousin come do the grass. So they didn't charge him anything. Well, I don't have a cousin to go do the grass, right? We have to pay a landscape company. This is a pretty big sized lot here. This isn't ours, but everything on that brick wall and back is ours. It's pretty decent size. Trash. Here's another thing that went wrong here. Because again, Airbnb, you don't know, right? Who's coming in and out. The trash and our third-party management not taking care of it properly. Perfect story. Trash was left everywhere by the dumpster out back. We have professional trash people, they come to the dumpster, whatever. City drives by, sees done trash everywhere, crap everywhere. Guess what? Do they call me? Do they give me a notice? No, guess what? They send me a misdemeanor ticket. Appear in court like I'm a freaking criminal, right? Like I'm a criminal. So I call my third-party management company. He goes, oh, wow. Yeah. didn't know. Right, excuse. So I have to call my lawyer, because I'm not going to freaking court like I'm some criminal. I call my lawyer, he's got to make it go away. $1,000 fee for dumpsters and trash. So see again too, when people are like, landlord, you just make so much money, whatever. Are you paying the $1,000 trash fee? I didn't litter. I didn't do anything. It's just part of what happens. And to be fair, maybe the tenants didn't even do it. I mean, people drive by all the time, like, I got to get rid of crap. Oh, there's a dumpster. Let's just go throw all this crap in there, right? So those have been some of the things and drawbacks, but I am very happy with this property. It was a very good purchase. This, in addition with my other 12 units, I feel very confident in being able to refinance it. But remember, that's the game. You got to come in, find a good property in a good area, because you can't change the location, right? How can I improve it? Is the income low? Can I get it up? Does the area support it? This is a very good area, very desirable area in Oakland County, Michigan. Great area. Are the expenses high? Can I lower those down? All that increases the NOI. Remember, NOI is income minus expenses equals profit, net operating income. NOI divided by cap rate equals your valuation. So if you get that number up and cap rates remain stable or about the same, you can increase the valuation. You are looking for good properties in good areas you can fix up. You can come get your hands dirty, deal with some headaches. Definitely dealt with some headaches here. Like I said, a misdemeanor was very scary. I'm like, I don't want that. I can't have that, right? Luckily, I have a lawyer. I'm like, get rid of this, right? You got to pay. All that to say, it's been a great property. Really excited by it. I think it's been a phenomenal investment. So back to everything when it comes to investing in apartments, all comes down to NOI. Very simply, first thing we do is we look at all of the expenses, right? Are there ways we can reduce it? We get multiple bids. A lot of times when you have mom and pop owners who have just owned the property forever, they're like, hey, Lou cuts the grass, Lou's cut it forever. They don't know that Lou's overcharging by 50%, right? We look at ways to maybe put utility bill back in place, right? So if we're paying for all utilities, or former owners paying for all utilities, can we bill it back? Again, what is the market support? If every other property in the area, the residents have to pay for utilities, that's a very important thing to look at and say, okay, can we implement that as well? We don't go spend unnecessary money on aesthetics. We look to fix problems. And we've talked about this in some of the other videos. Like, I think the parking lot, if I had to recall correctly, the parking lot had to be patched up. Like, things that are causing the residents to not want to live there. Like in our other apartment, we just painted it. We just like fixed a lot of the deferred maintenance. You know, when people come to a place, they want it to look nice, right? You don't want to show up and pull up to a place you're living that you're spending money to live at. The landscape's all disgusting. There's like, you can tell there's deferred maintenance. There's no pride in ownership. It's kind of like owning your own house. You want to have pride in ownership. You really want to show like we care, we're taking care of it. Again, it's not going to look like the Taj Mahal. You got to just make it look nice. We put a brand new sign in, right? That was very expensive. There actually wasn't a sign there. Now that I remember, there's no sign there. There was like a sign base, but no sign. You know, you just make it look safe and clean. People care more about safe and clean than granite or like super nice fixtures. You know, those are cool. But is it safe? Is it clean? Do the common things work? You know, is it easy to come into? Do I feel safe? Like right now, I feel safe being here, right? There's not crime. There's not like broken glass and bottles or like, I don't know, crack pipes and stuff like that. You don't really get that here, but you're looking at ways to strategically spend money. If I'm spending $1, I better get 4 back. All right, so this building right here. That's why we say you don't want to buy the brand new building. That building was just built. What was it last year, Andrea? 8 units, right? Our building's 8 units. How much are they trying to get for that? I think 3 million. I bought that 8 plus 12 for 1.8 million. You don't want to buy the brand new property because the brand new property you can't add value to. You're parking your money there. We want to grow our money. We want to work our money. We want to buy the old property, buy the brand new property because it's good that they're building new property. That's really good. But a brand new property you can't fix. You can't add value to. It's brand new. So you want to buy the old property that you can fix up, add value to, increase the income, decrease the expenses. That's how you make money. Don't go buy the turnkey, buy the old building that you can fix up. So right up here, we bought a duplex. I paid $168, sold it for $210 because my agent here took that money, 1031'd it into a bigger property. One of the best things, you're working your portfolio. You're always looking, can I take a 2 unit, trade into a 16 unit, like what we're trying to do, trying to take the money out of 20 units, go buy a 56 unit. You're constantly looking to get bigger. You don't want to just buy, hold it for 100 years. Buy, rehab it, fix it, refinance it, rent it out, refinance it, repeat. But repeat means go bigger. You're trying to go bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm trying to go from 2 to 8 to 16 to 24, 56. And when I buy this 56 unit, I'm going to do the same thing. We'll show you when we get there. We're going to improve it, refinance it, repeat it over and over and over again. All right, so speaking about improving NOI and increasing income, decreasing expenses, just met with our contractor.
Yep, we did. We went through 3 units.
3 units. So give them, what did you and the contractor go over? What did you guys see? Because we did not, Nick and I did not go into units. You handle all that stuff, right? Got rid of, I told everyone we got rid of the third-party property management.
Yep.
You're the property manager. First off, how'd you find that contractor?
Facebook group.
Facebook group. So big tip, because people always ask, how do you find good contractors? What did you guys see? Because we've got 3 units vacant, then definitely another 2 or another 1?
Definitely another 2. So we went through
Airbnb lady.
Yeah, so she's doing Airbnb right now. So all the units were really clean. They need the obvious of just painting the units. One of them needs to have the bathroom floor redone, but nothing too crazy. Really just paint and a few minor fixes.
What are we looking estimated? Because he's going to give the number, then I'm going to beat him down on the number a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. You always try, everything's negotiable. Always try to negotiate everything. That's number 1. What are we realistically looking at an expense? Because I said it earlier, what I thought our unit turn expense could be. What was it when third-party management was doing it? 10 grand?
Yeah, $5,000 to $7,000
per unit. What are you looking at, rough estimate?
I would say $1,500 to $3,000 tops.
What did I say?
Yeah. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because based off the other ones, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So that's rent ready. But then once they're in there and they're not on Airbnb arbitrage, you try to keep them in there.
Correct, yeah.
Keep the heads in the beds. That's what we talked about.
The other major thing too was what I'm learning as we're going through all the properties are AC units, the ones that are in the walls and that are in the windows. So they have to be the right size. Okay. Because that is one issue in this building.
Do we have to replace those or?
One will definitely have to be replaced. It's so small for where the hole is. So we'll need a bigger AC unit.
Well, how much does that cost?
It depends. Probably this size, about $1,000.
Just give them a fan.
Yeah.
Put a fan in there.
Yeah, really nice units though.
Any other deferred? So what's the difference between maintenance and CapEx? Because that's another big thing.
So the big expenses. So there's really no big expenses here. It's just your traditional unit turn.
Maintenance is anything that routinely comes up. Broken dishwasher. Any routine wear and tear. Capital expenditure, or short for CapEx, is big one-time expenses. Here's what's important. Maintenance, routine repairs and maintenance and cleaning reduces your NOI, reduces your income. It comes up as an expense. Capital expenditures do not. Because I'm not a CPA, but check with your CPA on how all this works. Those are capitalized. Those do not reduce the NOI. So you're looking for CapEx expenses, new windows, new floors, new paint, new roof, new signage that can really boost the property, but it's not going to impact your NOI, which is huge. Once I learned that rule, it's a huge play because you're like, I can strategically spend money. It's going to get me more income, but that's not going to lower my NOI. So you're looking for CapEx expenses that you can come in and do. The catch is you can't do them every year.
Right.
You can't be like new roof, new roof, new roof, right? You get the one shot to do them, you come and you spend the money, capitalize, and that's why having a good CPA is so important. Anything else that we did not go over on the property?
No, nothing major there.
So guys, that is how we are improving and burring. We said we're burring an 8 unit plus a 12 unit. We didn't get to see the 12 unit today. If you enjoy this content, if this is valuable, let us know. Leave us a comment below. If you don't like me, if you don't like Andrew, if you don't like Nick, leave us a comment below. For real, we want to hear from you. We're doing this to add value. We take time out of our busy day. I literally have a call in 5 minutes. Take time out of our busy day to show you the real world application. Husband and wife duo. We own 87 units. We're trying to buy another 56 in our properties. We show you our properties. We show you our portfolio. We show you the numbers. We show you inside our lives so you can learn to do the same. If you enjoy this content, let us know. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, hit the thumbs up, share this video with a friend. If you want to learn more about this, how we grew our earned income, because we didn't just inherit this money, right? You got that rich uncle I don't know about?
No, I don't.
Me neither. How to grow your earned income and invest from our business and invest into real assets that produce cash flow, that produce appreciation, that build wealth, such as real estate. Grab my book. It sells for $19 on Amazon. I know a lot of people go out and buy it on Amazon, which is awesome, but you can get it for free right now. Click the link below in the description, get the book, learn the blueprint, learn what we've learned the hard way, the easy way by reading the book. Till next time, we'll talk soon. Thanks.